We're here today with Dr. Ibrahim Jaffe. Dr. Jaffe is a renowned healer and spiritual teacher, having worked with thousands of people all over the world. Dr. Jaffe is the head of the Shadliya Sufi order in the United States, and he's the president of the University of Spiritual Healing and Sufism. In April and May of this year, Ibrahim will be teaching a course entitled Finding the Ocean of Beauty Through Divine Relationship. Ibrahim, can you give us a preview of what you'll be teaching in this course?
Yes, thank you, Pat. I'm very happy to speak with the people this evening. We're going to be learning in this upcoming course about relationships in the Sufi way of relating. Now, having grown up in the West myself, having grown up in Chicago, and from being from the East Coast initially, we have a particular way of relationships here which are very, very different than what we learn in the Sufi way of relationships. Sufism, as many of you may know, is a path of heart, and it's a path of relating through the heart as opposed to relating from the mind or from the feeling so much or from the desire. It's a very deep way of relating heart to heart between two people. Sufism also teaches what I call the path of truth, which means that there has to be a very, very solid depth of truth present in the relationship at all times. In other words, that truth and heart together brings success in the Sufi way of relating. Now in the West, we're actually taught not to go with truth, that truth is actually something that is not necessarily moved into relationships. We're taught to relate more from what I call a pattern or a way that brings people to like us. But in being liked, we lose the truth. We lose the real possibility of relationships. So in Sufism, we're going to learn how to first really get to our hearts. How do we really reach our heart? And what's the truth of that heart? What lives inside that heart? And how do we open that heart to really share it honestly with another human being? And the beauty is that when you share your heart, it doesn't not necessarily mean all your secrets. There may be things that you can't share at first, but your heart, what's the real truth within your heart, the person is able to fully receive you, and they are able to meet you, and that joining together brings love. So in Sufism, we're teaching really people to be in love, people to learn how to bring their hearts together in love, and how to deepen that love. Now, in the beginning, we say there is love of the self. So the two selves come together, and when the two selves come together, there's great joy. People like each other. They have a great time with each other. But as the selves create a platform, the hearts jump into something bigger, which is the abilities for the deeper hearts to come together. When the deeper hearts come together, there's an amazing ocean that becomes formed between two people. Their hearts deeply embrace each other, deeply love each other. They live deeply for each other. And there's an incredible union that occurs in these deeper hearts. And that becomes just a small platform of something even deeper, which is the soul relationships. Now, in this Sufi way, and particularly in this Shadliya tradition, our interest is your soul. We want to be able to help you reach your own spirit, help you to open it, know what it is, and help your soul and your beloved soul to come together in a very, very deep state of union and love. The ultimate level of that union is the joining of the divinity in your heart with the divinity in the heart of somebody you love, and that creates an amazing union that is unparalleled in any form of relationship. We call it the completion of the human relationship. So these teachings coming up, we're going to teach you about love. We're going to teach you how to bring your hearts together. We're going to teach you how to find your soul. And we're going to teach you how to work towards that state of divine union. We're also going to be working on a very deeply profound thing called discovering the truth. We want you to be able to find what's the truth in your heart and what's in the truth of other people's hearts. In other words, you're going to learn to listen for truth, and respond to truth, hear the truth, and be in relationships with people's truth. Now that's a very new way of relating for many people. The results of that is, of course, that it brings truth into the world. And the beauty of bringing truth is that right with it, the love comes simultaneously. When you have truth, you have love. When you have love, you have truth. They are like they're like the upper and the bottom part of a hand. So this upcoming workshop, we're going to learn about that, how to find the truth and the love, how to join the hearts together, and how to really develop a state of unity and love that all people can live in. A very new relationship. So I invite you to join me in this upcoming class, and I look forward to getting to know all of you and to support you in finding the divine truth inside of your own heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim, for being with us today, and I'm sure many people will want to join you either in person or online for this course beginning in April. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.